What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 6 of our Pokemon Royal playthrough. In the previous video, we earned our first gym badge. We made it to Turffield town. We challenged the Gym Leader Milo, the grass-type gym leader. We were able to defeat him. It was a crazy battle. He Dynamaxed his Eldegoss, and I Dynamaxed my Alolan Vulpix in order to defeat him. So it was a crazy battle. The visuals were insane. If you missed out on part 5, I do recommend going back and giving it a watch. But now we've returned to this little area with these weird symbols in the grass. In the previous video, we also touched on those giant stones. Each stone seems to be a different Pokemon type. One is like water, fire, dark, etc. So I don't know, there's definitely some kind of puzzle or mystery relating to these giant stones and also these weird symbols in the grass. But that seems like it's Sonia's speciality. She's really interested in researching that. And all of a sudden, Professor Breer has arrived, and she's pretty surprised by Sonia's enthusiasm and how much research she's done. So she's very impressed. But apparently Professor Breer is a big deal. She's a very famous professor. So Sonia is kind of speechless. She can't believe that Professor Breer has come and spoken to her. So she is over the moon excited, and I think she's going to try and make her way to the next city so she can catch up with Professor Breer and continue researching together about these strange things happening in the Galar region. And it looks like Hop has just run off. He already wants to go to the next town. He's excited to try get his next gym badge. So everyone's already set off. We're just left behind. Sonia and Hop did tell us that the next town is called Hellbury. So we're going to have a quick look on the map where Hellbury is. And it looks like it's exactly to the east of us. So that's pretty easy. We just got to keep going east and we should end up there. Previously, there were some Team Yell blocking the way, so we'll see if they're still there. But before we leave, someone yells out to us, and it's Milo, the gym leader. He says there's an abandoned piece of land that used to be a farm here, just north of Turffield. He does tell us that this farm is really out of shape. No one has really been taking care of it for some time. But he thinks we might be interested in reworking it and taking over this little farm area. So that's pretty interesting. I didn't know that you could do farming in this game, but that's an excellent idea. It's a nice little area that we can call home. And he's just explaining what all there is to do here. It looks like there's quite a big process involved with the farming. And he gave us a spray duct, which we can use to water the berries. So there are a few garden patches there where we can plant the berries. And apparently we can use some berries and ingredients to make curry. So he's given us like a little cookbook too. And in the house, he says the house is also ours. And there should be some very basic furniture in there that we can place around. But there's a lot of other stuff that we can buy to fix the inside of the farm. So really cool. I like this little addition into the game. It just switches things up a little bit. I'm definitely going to come and plant a couple berries in here. I'm not going to spend too much time. We'll come back to this at a later stage, but we're just going to check everything out. So there's an old incubator and an old compost heap that we're going to have to fix up. I do have a bunch of orange berries, so I think just this first little row we're going to plant filled with orange berries, and we'll water them all. And then when we come back, we'll see if there's actually flowers growing or if there's something else that we might need. So we're going to quickly super speed plant and water them. And let's go check out what the house looks like. Okay, it's really tiny. And here, if you turn on the PC, you can actually decorate the farm or the house. You can change all kinds of things. You can put tables, chairs, change the walls, put in windows. You can even make the house size bigger, so you can actually expand the building and you can decorate it with a whole bunch of cushions and chairs or whatever. So there's a lot to do here, and it does cost a lot of money for all these items, but it's really cool. It'll be nice to make your own little crib. At the moment it is really small, and we've just got a basic bed, table, chairs and windows, but that'll do for now. It can be our own little area. When we come back later on in the game, hopefully we'll have a ton of money, and then we can really fix this place up. We can expand this building and make it huge and really kit it out how we like it. But yeah, it does cost a lot of money to do it up, and we've only got about 17,000 currently, so we'll try figure out a way to stack up the money. But until then, I think we're gonna leave the farming for now. We just had a quick look at what all you can do. There is tons to do, but like I said, we've got to make some money first. So onwards with the adventure. Let's see if we can make it to the next town, and if Team Yell is still here. Okay, it looks like Team Yell has left, so we can continue down the route, and this is Route 5. Okay, so here Team Yell is. They've actually moved back just a little bit, so they're still blocking the route there. But here are some of the Pokemon you can find in this area. There might be one or two that pique your interest. And we just picked up a TM, which was Confuse Rare. So let's go explore down south, since Team Yell is blocking the other way. It looks like there's a couple items for us to pick up and a couple trainers to battle. And ooh, there's some interesting Pokemon here. I'm definitely going to catch a couple of these off camera. There might be a little team switch up soon, so stay tuned. I am a big fan of Cerulege, so I am going to catch one of these and try and evolve it, hopefully. But there was an item somewhere here. I saw there was a Pokeball, and it's a black belt. I want to try and pick up all the items we can. And we'll come back and catch a few Pokemon off camera for sure. Let's continue and see if there's any way around that we can try get to the town from here. I don't know if Team Yell is blocking all the ways, but we'll try our luck. There are a couple trainers here, so you can get some experience and training in. Okay, wow, and here's the whole of Team Yell. And it looks like the grunts are back here, and they remember us from the Badu Hotel when we defeated them, and they want vengeance. So show us what you got, grunts. Let's see if you've gotten any stronger. The first one has got 2 Pokemon. The first Pokemon you send out is a Zigzagoon, which is level 20. I don't think that's gonna be much cause for alarm. We should be able to defeat these guys fairly easily. But a lot of my team are knocked out already or have a lot of damage. I haven't healed them up before this, but we should still be able to knock them out unless there's some big boss fight that we also have to take on. My Phantom was knocked out, and at the moment I've sent out Zorua, who's also just about to get knocked out. So let's see who we have left here. We've got Charcadet, which I've just caught, and Grookey, which is a beast. And Grookey has done the job. We've knocked out Zigzagoon, and Grookey is evolving. Yeah boy, this is what I needed. A boost in our team. Our Grookey has evolved into Thwacky. Wow, okay, I can't wait until it evolves into Rillaboom. And the next Pokemon this Team Yell Grunt has sent out is a level 20 Thievul, the Thief Pokemon. But now our newly evolved Thwacky is an absolute beast. It's just knocked out Thievul as well. So that's the first Grunt out the way. And now it looks like Grunt B also wants some action. She's also quite angry that we defeated them the last time. And Grunt B has sent out a level 20 Sableye. They've only got 1 Pokemon. Our Phantom has been knocked out. Let's send Thwacky out again. Hopefully it can do the trick. And we're going to hit it with some razor leaves. Oof, we took a bit of a blow, but we're hanging in there. And we've been knocked out. So now it's down to our newly caught Charcadet. It's only level 19 and it hasn't had a lot of battle experience. But hopefully it's got what it takes to knock out Sableye. Come on, Charcadet. Yes, okay. Our fire spin did it. We knocked out Grunt A and B. If there's anyone else we need to battle, we're gonna lose for sure. Uh-oh, and here's one of the bosses in Team Yell. So hopefully he doesn't want to battle. And his name is Hazel. And it seems like Team Yell is just super obsessed with Marnie. They want to support Marnie any way they can. They're pretty much Marnie's gang, which I find hilarious. And they ask us if we're a fan of Marnie, and yeah, she's pretty cool. And what do you know? Here's Marnie herself. She says, what's going on here? What's all this noise outside and chaos? So it seems like Marnie has some difficulty trying to control Team Yell. Team Yell's just like super jealous, protective gang, and she can't really stand it. But Marnie's pretty cool. She's pretty chilled. She said she's gonna continue on to the next town and that Team Yell must just chill out a bit. So hopefully they'll leave us alone. But it looks like this is the daycare that Marnie just came out, so we can explore some of the daycare now and see what's happening here. Usually at the daycare you can leave 2 Pokemon here and they will slowly level up and train your Pokemon for you. But this one's a little bit different. Whatever's the highest Pokemon in your team, so whatever level they're at, your weaker, lower leveled Pokemon, you can actually train up to match their level, which is really interesting. And we came inside and this woman's just given us a Toxel. Such an epic Pokemon. It's an electric and poison type. And that's such a nice gift. Toxel is one of my favorite electric types. So that's a cool little gift. And here's a guy with a Ditto. And if you guys know, you can often use Ditto as a replacement when you want to do some Pokemon breeding to get eggs. And apparently here you can also leave some eggs here to hatch. So we're going to try some of this training. We can raise it up by 2 levels. We'll just raise it 1 level and it costs 200 Pokemoney. So that's a really good idea. I suppose if you don't like grinding, you can just come here and level up your whole team to your highest Pokemon's level. It's a good idea if you catch a Pokemon at a really low level and your whole team's like level 30, then you can just instantly train that Pokemon up to level 30. So that's quite a nice idea, I think. It's pretty cool. And it's optional, you don't need to do it. But now we've reached some huge bridge, and there are flying type Pokemon around here that you can encounter. And we've just bumped into Landa. She's also a gym leader, but she's in the 2nd division. She didn't make it to one of the official 8 gym leaders. And she's the flying type gym leader, so I'm sure she's going to be quite a battle. This is going to be quite tough. And the first Pokemon they've sent out is a level 21 Staravia. And I'm not sure my team is too well equipped against flying types, to be honest. I don't have any electric Pokemon in my team yet. And I don't have any fighting type either. But we're going to give it a smash. Let's see how we do. We almost knocked out Staravia, but then they used a potion to recover it. So I think we're going to do the same. We're going to use a super potion on Tootle. If our Tootle can evolve, that will be a big help too. It's already at level 24. But we've knocked out Staravia. So at least that's 1 out the way. And it looks like they've only got 3 Pokemon. The next one they send out is Togetic, which has super high defense. It seems like my attacks don't cause all that much damage. And Togetix normally got a move that also can heal itself, so that's not going to be too good. I've sent out Charcadet, but Charcadet's just been knocked out so easily. I don't think it's had enough battles yet. It's still pretty weak. But let's see what Vulpix can do. Vulpix is quite a beast. And yes, our ice attack is super effective. That's probably the only Pokemon in my team that has effective attacks against flying. It's Vulpix with its ice attacks. And the final Pokemon they've sent out is Corvisquire, level 22. And it's knocked out my Vulpix, but I've still got half my team left. We're going to go with Thwacky now. Hopefully Thwacky can end off Corvisquire. It looks like its attack is quite effective though. We took quite a bit of damage. So we're going to just revive Vulpix in case, rather just to be safe. Because Vulpix's attack is super strong and its speed is pretty fast. So the attacks first and we knock it out. So Vulpix was definitely the MVP of this battle. And we have defeated Landa, another gym leader down. And we've got TM14 acrobatics and also 3 more Dynamax candy things. So we're all stocked up and that was a really fun battle. At least we have defeated another gym leader now. But I think we best heal our team with the portable healer, because half of my team is knocked out already. I'm worried we encounter a strong trainer or wild Pokemon. And here we've just caught up with Hop, and he also wants to battle, so thank goodness we healed our team. Just take notes, if you do battle Landa, heal your team before you continue, because you're going to battle Hop as well. Let's see how much stronger he's gotten. First Pokemon he's sent out is his level 23 Wooloo, and I'm hoping our tutor will be able to knock it out. Our attack isn't too useful, but it is holding Rock Helmet. So every time we get hit with a physical attack, the opponent takes a bit of damage. And now we're going to send out Charcadet. Hopefully it can finish it off. Wooloo's got such a tiny bit of HP left, and yes, it does. So at least we're giving Charcadet a bit more experience. And the next Pokemon Hopper sent out is a level 23 Corvisquire. A lot of Corvisquires in this video. Suppose it does evolve into a pretty awesome Pokemon. But that was it for our Charcadet. We're now going to send out Vulpix to finish off Corvisquire. And it does. And Hop's final Pokemon is Drizzle. It looks like his Pokemon evolved. So now he's got Drizzle, level 24. So I don't know if Vulpix is going to do too well against the water type. And Vulpix has been knocked out. So unfortunately, we've only got 3 Pokemon left. But our Thwacky should be able to smash it with one shot. And yes, super effective. Drizzle has been knocked out. And we've beaten Hop again. Hop is always excited for a battle, but we have defeated him every single time. And he says he's super excited to take on Nessa. But I think we're going to end off this video now. We've had a ton of tough battles. And it looks like we've just made it to Route 62, so we'll leave that for the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.